Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope I am audible to all of you. Megha, Fatma, am I audible to all? Please message fast. Then we will start our session. I hope I am audible to all of you. Please message fast if I am audible to all. Megha, Fatma, am I audible to all of you? Please message fast. Message fast if I am audible and visible to all. Megha, Fatma, Sneha, am I audible to all of you? Girls, please message fast. Then we will start our session. Okay, I'm audible. That's fine. So, shall we start the session now? Shall we start the session? Good morning, Garima. So, we had discussed microeconomy yesterday, and few topics regarding to elasticity of demand was left. So, we will start with elasticity of demand. What is elasticity of demand? Let's discuss that. So, what is elasticity of demand? Elasticity of demand means quantity demand change when change in prices. What is elasticity of demand? That means the when we say the quantity demand changes with the changes in price. Okay, let's say if the price is, let's say if the price is, if the price increased by 10%, quantity demand change by how much percent? This is elasticity of demand. Okay, Fatma, I'll try to explain IBC code as well. So what is elasticity of demand? Elasticity of demand means when the price changed by any percentage, what is the change in quantity demand? This is elasticity of demand. If I will say price increased by this much, what is the impact on quantity demand? If I'll say price changed by this much, what is the change in quantity demand? This is all elasticity of demand. So elasticity of demand means change in price reflect what is change in demand. That is elasticity of demand. So moving ahead, first of all, what is perfectly inelastic demand? Perfectly inelastic demand means quantity demand does not change regardless of price. Now, essential goods category. Essential goods category. Now, if the price of salt increased by 5%, still there is no change in demand. Still there is no change in demand because people will consume salt as it is essentiality. If the price of essential medicine increased by 6%, still there is no change in demand. Still there is no impact on demand because people will consume that essential medicine. So this is perfectly inelastic demand. Good morning, Rishi. This is perfectly inelastic demand. That means whatsoever there is change in price, is still quantity demand doesn't get affected because it is an essential category. This is perfectly inelastic. Next is perfectly elastic. What is the meaning of perfectly elastic demand? Perfectly elastic demand means when people will buy any quantity of goods at one price, but if there is a slight increase in price, demand falls to zero. This is perfectly elastic demand. Now what is that? Let's say auto. Once you get out from Delhi metro, there are hundreds of auto walas, e-battery rickshaw walas were there. So if you say I want to go sector 29, I want to go sector 30. So they generally charge same prices, 30 rupees, 40 rupees, 20 rupees. Now suppose all the auto walas or all the battery rickshaw wala, they are charging 30 rupees for it. Now some battery wala or some auto wala charge 40 rupees. People will not prefer to go with him. Now, if all of them charges 30 rupees, then how many of the people they are going to that particular sector from metro? They will go continuously thousands of time, 10,000 of times on daily basis on whatever. So perfectly elastic demand means when the price remains same for all, then the people can demand n number of times. But if you slightly increase the price, the demand falls to zero. This is perfectly elastic. One more example. In your city, wherever you are living, there is an electronic market where mobile phones, laptops get repaired. Now, there is a particular place in Delhi that is Nehru Place, where there is hundreds of shops of mobile laptops and all that. Now, most of them will charge the same prices. Okay. Now, if suppose I want to go to the A shop, he said, sir, iska expenditure lagbhag 3000 aayega. Y shop will say 2500, 2800. But Z shop will say 7000. So next time I will not go to that place. Okay. So here the quantity demand is n number of times because there are number of sellers. But if any one of the seller increase the price slightly, demand falls to zero. This is perfectly elastic demand. Then third is unitary elastic. What is unitary elastic? Unitary elastic means in same proportion. In same proportion. Now what is in same proportion? If price of a commodity increased by 5%, if the price of commodity increased by 5%, demand fall exactly by 5%. Demand fall exactly by 5%. This is unitary elastic demand. Price increase by 5%, demand fall exactly by 5%. So this is unitary. This is unitary elastic demand. Next, inelastic demand. What is inelastic demand? Suppose you increase the price by 10%. You increase the price by 10%. But the demand fall by let's say 2%. Now even if you increase the price of, let's say you are increasing the price of Bisleri from 10 rupees to 12 rupees, might be the demand will fall by 2% or 1%. People switch to another particular brand. So in case of inelastic demand, if you increase the price by 10%, 12%, 15%, the impact on demand fall is very less. This is inelastic demand. Okay. And the last one is elastic demand. Elastic demand means when you increase price by 10%, demand fall by 15% or 20% or 25%. Now suppose you want to buy the shoes. Now you go to a store where you find Nike, Adidas, Skechers, different varieties of shoes. Now earlier the Skechers shoes came for 5,000 rupees. Now they are coming for 5,500. So the demand falls by 20-25%. People switch to Nike or Adidas like this. So in case of elastic demand, If the price is increased by 10%, if the price is increased by 10%, demand fall by 15 or 20%. This is elastic demand. This is elastic demand. I hope, friends, all of these concept is clear to you. Now attempt this question, please. Attempt this question. This is an important question. Attempt this question if it is clear to you all. If it is clear to you all, attempt this question, friends. What is the right answer? What is the right answer of this particular question? What is the right answer of this particular question? देखो, perfectly elastic. Perfectly elastic है ये वाला. ठीक है? That means Chandrakant, suppose you are living in Patna. You are living in Patna. Okay. Now, nearby to Patna, there is a market where 100 shops are there of mobile phones. They all are charging 100 rupees for tempered glass. They all charge 100 rupees for tempered glass. You go to A shop, B shop, C shop, D shop, all of them charge 100 rupees. Now, one particular shopkeeper charges 600 rupees or 500 rupees for the same tempered, same quality tempered. Do you prefer to purchase tempered from him? So this is perfectly elastic demand, where when the 100 of shopkeepers selling the tempered for 100 rupee, crores of people come and put the tempered glass on their phones. But if one of the shopkeeper increase the price to the higher level, the demand falls to zero for that particular shopkeeper. Is it clear to you now, Chandrakant? Now, friends, attempt this question. What is the right answer of this particular question? Yes, what is the right answer of this question? Attempt this. What is the right answer of this particular question now? Attempt this question, friends. Yes. What is the right answer of this particular question? Attempt fast. This is a practice question. What is the right answer of this question, friends? Please attempt fast. Then we will move to the next topic. Yes, what is the right answer for this question? So the right answer of this particular question is A. A is the correct answer. A is the correct answer for this question. Elastic demand. Elastic demand means what? Quantity demand change more than proportionate with price change. Inelastic demand. Quantity demand change less than proportionally with price change. Unitary. That is, percentage change in demand is equals to percentage change in price. Perfectly elastic demand. Perfectly consumed by any quantity at one specific price. Perfectly inelastic. This one. So A is the correct answer of this question. A is the correct answer of this question. Okay. Now moving ahead, before that, I want to tell you that we are starting our foundation batch from 10th of June. If you are planning to attempt 2026, if you want to give 2026 attempt, do join this foundation batch. The batch will start from 10th of June. This is an English medium, and this particular batch will offer you a complete preparation for mains and prelims. For mains and prelims. So this batch you can join. In the description we have the registration form as well as the contact details, so you can call and ask the details. So we are starting with 10th of June of this particular batch. Good morning, Shahid. Chaliye, move ahead. Terms related to tax. What is tax elasticity and what is tax buoyancy? This is also very important. Tax elasticity. versus tax buoyancy. Now, what is tax elasticity? What is tax elasticity? Percentage change in tax rate, percentage change in tax rate in response to change in GDP. What is tax elasticity? Change in tax revenue in response to change in tax rate. In response to change in tax revenue. In response to tax revenue. Now, what is this? What is tax elasticity? Suppose we are saying when the tax is 10%, 1 crore people pay taxes, and revenue, let's say, is 30 crore. This is just an example, friends. This is just an example. When the tax is increased to 15%, when the tax is increased to 15%, might be 80 lakh people pay tax, revenue may increase to 31 crore. This is just an example. When the tax is decreased to 8%, 1.5 crore people pay tax, revenue 32 crore, or even less than that. So tax elasticity means when you change the tax rate, what will be the change in tax revenue? What will be the change in tax revenue? Now you may say, sir, when we will increase the tax rate, the tax revenue will be more. No, it's not necessary. It is not necessary. Suppose earlier you are charging 10% tax. Now you are charging 15% tax. So it might increase the revenue, or even it might decrease the revenue as well. Why so? Because in that case, people may evade tax. People may start evading the tax also. So it is a kind of both situation. Either that when you increase the tax rate, the revenue will increase because you will get more money. Or there is other thing is that in case you are increasing the tax rate, people may start evading the tax also. People may start evading the tax also. So this is in context of increasing tax rate. Now, if you are decreasing the tax rate, in that case, the tax depositing people will be more. But now here also the revenue will be less or more. Because if you are decreasing the tax rate, might be the revenue will come less, or the revenue may increase. So this is tax elasticity. This is tax elasticity. Now, what is tax buoyancy? What is tax buoyancy? Okay, what is tax buoyancy? Tax buoyancy means when there is change in tax revenue in context of GDP. The exact definition is this one. Relationship between change in tax revenue and change in GDP. Change in tax revenue in context of GDP change. This is tax buoyancy. Now, remember this, friends. If suppose government make tax reforms better, tax compliances be made smooth, less paperwork, okay, simplification of tax, better tax governance, better all these things, all these things will create tax buoyancy. So change in tax revenue in context of GDP change without changing the tax rate, this is tax buoyancy. Now if income tax department make the tax process very simple, make the compliances very simple, easing out the tax filing, governance mechanism made very easy, what it will create? It will create the buoyant tax system. It will create the buoyant tax system. This is tax buoyancy. I hope it has been clear to you. Next is anti-dumping and countervailing duty. What is that also? Anti-dumping and countervailing duty. So what is anti-dumping duty? What is anti-dumping duty? What is anti-dumping duty? Anti-dumping duty is imposed on, it is imposed on dumped goods. It is imposed on dumped goods. Dumped goods means those goods which are sell in international market, which are sell in international market at very low prices. At very low prices. This is anti-dumping duty. What is anti-dumping duty? When the goods are sell in international market at very low prices. This is anti-dumping. This is dumping. And to protect domestic industries, anti-dumping duty is imposed. Anti-dumping duty is imposed. Anti-dumping duty is imposed. I hope it has been clear to you what is anti-dumping duty. Okay. Now friends, what is countervailing duty? What is countervailing duty? What is countervailing duty? It is imposed on subsidized goods. It is imposed on subsidized goods. It is imposed on subsidized goods. When the government of any country, when the government of any country is providing subsidy to their domestic manufacturers, then other country put countervailing duty. Put countervailing duty. Example. What is the example of this? What is the example? Let's say this is Xiaomi. The manufacturing cost of mobile is 20,000. Now China's government is providing subsidy of 5,000. Hence the cost of mobile is 15,000. Now if it comes to India, and they are selling the phone in India, in that case Indian domestic industries can't sell the same quality at 15,000. Like Micromax or Lava or Carbon, they cannot sell this phone for 16,000. And they are selling, suppose Micromax is selling phone for 20,000. Now obviously the people of India will buy which phone? The people of India will buy this 15,000 phone. People of India will buy this 15,000 phone. As a result of that, the domestic industry faces the losses like Micromax. So government of India will impose countervailing duty on this particular mobile phone. I hope it has been clear to you what is countervailing duty. I hope it has been clear to you what is countervailing duty. Message me fast. Is it clear to all? What is countervailing duty? Is it clear to all? Please message fast. What is countervailing duty? Then we will discuss some questions on that. Yes, attempt this question, friends. Attempt this question. This is little bit. Yeah. Attempt this question. Little bit of typing error, I think. Yeah. What is the right answer of this question? What is the right answer of this particular question? Garima, anti-dumping duty is imposed on those goods which are sold at low prices, okay, in a foreign country. Suppose China is selling their mobile phone in our country at very low prices to capture Indian market. Listen to me. You all know Oppo, Vivo, Xiaomi, OnePlus. These all are the Chinese phone, Chinese brand. Now these Oppo, Vivo, OnePlus, all of them are selling their mobile phones in India at low prices to capture the Indian market. Now here there is no support of government as such. There is no support of Chinese government. So they are dumping their goods in India. And Indian government has imposed anti-dumping duty on them. Clear? Now, if the Chinese government is also supporting them and they are selling the subsidized products in India, in that case, government of India will impose countervailing duty. So on subsidized goods, countervailing duty is imposed, and on dumped goods, anti-dumping duty is imposed. शैलेश आपको बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं आपके एग्जाम के लिए मेरा आशीर्वाद आपके साथ है तो अटेम्प्ट दिस क्वेश्चन काउंटरवेलिंग ड्यूटीज इम्पोज टू प्रोटेक्ट डोमेस्टिक इंडस्ट्रीज फ्रॉम सोल्ड एट लोअर प्राइस देन नॉर्मल वैल्यू नो दिस इज रॉन्ग दिस इज एंटी डंपिंग ड्यूटी anti-dumping duty is imposed to offset subsidies provided by foreign government this is wrong this is reverse actually this is written reverse both anti-dumping duty and countervailing duty can be imposed by a country only after obtaining approval from WTO. No relation of WTO as such in that. So the correct answer is none. None. D is the correct answer. D is the correct answer of this question. This is reversed actually. Is it clear to all? Is it as clear to all? So guys, we are also starting our test series for mains. Number of total tests 13 starting from 8th of June and they are online offline both. If you want to appear for offline test series, you are welcome in Delhi, Patna and Prayagraj. If you are living in Delhi, you can attempt offline test series from Delhi. If you are in Prayagraj, you can attempt that also. If you are at Patna, you can attempt that also. Right now I am in Prayagraj. Exceptionally beautiful city. Exceptional city. Amazing hospitality. Right now I'm in Prayagraj only. Amazing city. Okay. So this is offline test centers at Delhi, Patna and Prayagraj. You can also attempt online from your particular respective centers. Total number of tests 13s and it is starting from 8th of June. This is the number where you can contact and ask for further details. Now, let's discuss current account deficit. What is current account deficit? So friends, what is current account? There are two types of imbalance of payment. In balance of payment, we have two components. First is current account. Second is capital account. These are two types of account. Current account, capital account. Okay. Current account, all those transactions that are done for day-to-day activities, day-to-day operations with foreign countries, it is current account. all the long term operations done with foreign countries done with foreign countries are part of capital account are part of capital account are part of capital account. Now, current account involve all the day-to-day activities done by a domestic country with international country, and capital account for long-term purposes or for long-term operations. Now, what are the components of current account? What all are the components of current account? What all are the components of current account? Export and import of visible items. Export and import of visible items, that is generally goods. Second, export and import of invisible items. Invisible items, services. Third, remittances. Fourth, interest and dividends. So these all are the components of current account. Export and import of goods and services. Then remittances and transfers net, that is net remittances. Interest received, interest paid, dividend received, dividend paid. These all are the components of current account. So if inflows, if inflow of money is more than outflow of money, if inflow of money is more than outflow of money, then we can say current account surplus. And if outflow of money is more than inflow, it is current account deficit. This is current accounts component. Now friends, if someone asks you what are the 7 causes of current account deficit, which of the following will lead to current account deficit, let's discuss them. First of all, economic growth. Sound economic growth, that is GDP is more, it is current account surplus. If your economic growth is except, inflow means पैसा आना, inflow मतलब बाहर से पैसा आना, और outflow मतलब जो बाहर पैसा जाता है. Now economic growth, sound economic growth means strong GDP, that is current account surplus. Decline in export, if export is declining, that means inflow of money is less, and because of import, outflow of money is more. That is also led to current account deficit. इससे भी current account deficit होगा. अगर आपके export decline कर रहे हैं, that means inflow of money, inflow of dollar is less, and import ज्यादा हो रहे हैं, तो outflow of dollar is that. ठीक है, तो inflow का मतलब आना, जाना नहीं, inflow का मतलब आना. Okay, so if export is declining, current account surplus. Borrowing money. If you are borrowing money, you are paying more interest. You are paying more interest. And if you are paying more interest, outflow of money, if you are paying more interest, that is also led to current account deficit. It will lead to current account deficit. Finance flow to finance current account deficit. Whatever you are earning is going to correct only your current account deficit. Now suppose my current account deficit is 100. My current account deficit is 100. And whatever I am earning, I am just paying my deficit only. Suppose my current account deficit is 100. And whatever I am earning, I am paying for current account deficit only. I am paying for current account deficit only. Then I am not earning anything else. So current account deficit. Now, next is recession in other economies. If I will say recession in other economies, if there is recession in other economies also, in that case, there is less generation of demand. Recession in other countries. So less demand of Indian exports. Now suppose India is exporting its goods to Japan, Bangladesh, Nepal, and if recession is occurring there also, touch wood, it doesn't help, but still, if there is recession held in these countries, India will not able to export them because there is already recession in their economies. So that is also led to current account deficit. High inflation, current account deficit, because if inflation is more, you are importing more. Because of high inflation, you are importing more. And if you are importing more, current account deficit is there because of high inflation in the economy, and as well, the money loses its value. And last is overvalued exchange rate. If the overvalued exchange rate is there, then also current account deficit because you are importing at high value. So these are the major reasons of current account deficit. Now friends, attempt this question on current account deficit and then I will discuss insolvency bankruptcy code that is asked by Fatima. And then tomorrow we will discuss, tomorrow will be the last class of this prelims session. Okay, tomorrow will be the last class of this prelims session. एक बार सुन लीजिए सब लोग, कल इस प्रीलिम्स का जो टॉपिक वाइज हम जो सीरीज कर रहे हैं, कल उसका लास्ट क्लास है कि बिकॉज 23rd, tomorrow is 23rd, tomorrow 24th you take rest, 24th you take rest, 25th is prelims, then from 27th we are starting with our mains program. We are starting with mains answer writing or mains topics discussion. Okay, is it clear to all? Tomorrow is the last class for this topic based series. Tomorrow is 23rd. On 24th, you will take rest. No class on 24th. 25th, we have UPSC prelims. Then from 27th onwards, we start with mains videos. Same time 11:30. Now attempt this question. Which of the following factors contribute to current account deficit? High import, current account deficit. High remittances, reduce current account deficit. Strong export, reduce current account deficit. Capital inflow in form of FDI, not a part of current account deficit. This is wrong. So only one only is the correct statement. A. One only is the correct statement. Okay. So let's discuss insolvency bankruptcy code fast. Near we will discuss tomorrow. Let's discuss insolvency bankruptcy code. Okay. Let's discuss insolvency bankruptcy code. Near we will discuss tomorrow. Acha, one more thing. We are starting one more batch from 9th of June. That is current affairs with answer writing. Current affairs with answer writing. This is only in online medium. Okay. this is taken care by Kinshuk sir. So here what we are doing, we are starting with current affairs along with answer writing, and that is especially for English medium students. The fees is only 999. That guys, this is amazing course. This is amazing course. Here current affairs is also being covered and answer writing is also there. That means you are getting two things only for 999. Only for 999 you will get two things, current affairs as well as answer writing. So this you all can join. This is the batch. We will start from 9th of June. We'll start from 9th of June. Okay. Now let's discuss insolvency bankruptcy code fast. Insolvency and bankruptcy code. Insolvency and bankruptcy code. Now, there is a company whose managers has done a problem, or whose MD CEO has done a problem, and this particular company is not able to pay the debt of its creditors. This particular company is not able to pay the debt of their creditors. Now the creditors want their money, but the company is not able to provide their money as such. So the creditors want that what we can do. Either we can wind up the company को खत्म करते हैं, and the assets that we will sold, जो assets होंगे कंपनी के, when we will sell them, whatever the money we will get, we will distribute it, or what we can do, we can create a debt recasting plan to revive this company. Now, there are two type of things. First of all, it is run by Insolvency Bankruptcy Board of India. This is the apex organization. This is the apex organization for insolvency and bankruptcy code. Now we have two things here: adjudicators and regulators. Adjudicators and regulators. So if we talk about adjudicators, we have two here. First is NCLT, National Company Law Tribunal. National Company Law Tribunal. Another is DRT, Debt Recovery Tribunal. Now, if the matter is with regards to company, if company is unable to pay the debt, the matter will go in NCLT. Apart from company, like partnership firms, individuals, if they are the matters, then the thing will go in DRT, Debt Recovery Tribunal. So this is a complete holistic, comprehensive code. It will take care of companies, individual, partnership firms, everyone. So if the company is in default situation, NCLT will take care, and they will take the final decision whether to wind up the company or to revive the company. If the matter is regarding to individual or partnership firm, then the matter will go to DRT, Debt Recovery Tribunal. Okay. Now, regulators. We have three regulators here. First is Insolvency Professional Agency. Insolvency Professional Agency. Insolvency Professional. And third, Information Utility. These are the three regulators. These are the three regulators. Insolvency professional agency means those agencies which will make debt recast plan. Which will make debt recast plan. It is run by the committee of creditors. It is run by committee of creditors who will decide by 66% votes that whether we want to protect this company or whether we want to wind up this company. This debt recast plan is made by these committee of creditors. Insolvency professional who will run the company during these proceedings. As most of the CEO, CFOs, top management was not there. So NCLT, they will hire an insolvency professional who will run this whole company during this proceeding. Like Uday Kotak was the insolvency professional during ILFS case. Third is information utility. What these information utilities will do? Arrange finances. Arrange finances for companies. How to arrange finances? What are the sources of finance? Okay, what are the sources of finance through which we can generate money? This is the role of information utilities. This is the role of information utilities. Now, how this code will run? How this code will run? First of all, insolvency professional agencies will make debt recast plan. Will make debt recast plan. It must be approved. It must be approved by 66% secured creditors. It must be approved by 66% of secured creditors. Then they will submit. This to NCLT. And NCLT will decide. To wind up the company. Or to revive the company. After seeing that debt recast plan. If the debt recast plan is feasible, they will order to revive the company. If the debt recast plan seems unfeasible, they will order the wind up of the company. Now, what is the benefit of this code? The benefit of this code, it is a comprehensive code. It is a comprehensive code covering the companies, covering the partnership firms, individuals also. Secondly, during the proceedings going on, company will not stop the working. Companies will not stop the working. They will keep on working. Second thing. Third, insolvency professional is a very experienced person who will running the company during this time. Fourth, it is a time-bound process. Need to be completed in a stipulated time. So these are the positives of insolvency bankruptcy code. Now, Salish, you had asked me about financial inclusion. What is financial inclusion? Financial inclusion means the habit of saving money, especially with banks, or invest the money to get proper returns. proper returns. This is the meaning of financial. This is the meaning of financial inclusion. Example, Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. Now, under this Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, Government of India said that people can open their bank accounts. This is the habit of financial inclusion. When people will deposit their money, deposit their money in the banks, it will generate financial inclusion because from that money only banks will give the loan. This is financial inclusion. PM Kisan, 6,000 rupees given in 3 installment of rupees 2,000 each. This is PM Kisan. Okay, this is PM Kisan scheme. Apart from that, financial inclusion include all those activities which will generate more income and which will also lead to that people will deposit their money. Now, Salish, you will tell me. If the financial inclusion is more, if the financial inclusion is more in the economy, Salish, अब आपको ये मुझे बताना है, if the financial inclusion is more in the economy, the money multiplier will increase or decrease. Shiv Shankar Tribunal will finalize whether the debt recast plan is proper or improper. Yes, Salish, अब आपको मुझे बताना है कि अगर किसी इकोनॉमी में फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन इंक्रीज होता है तो मनी मल्टीप्लायर इंक्रीज होगा या डिक्रीज होगा, ये अब आप मुझे बताएंगे. अगर किसी इकोनॉमी में फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन इंक्रीज होता है तो मनी मल्टीप्लायर इंक्रीज होगा या डिक्रीज होगा, ये अब आप मुझे बताएंगे. क्यों इंक्रीज क्यों होगा, ये आप बताइए. Why it will increase, Salish? Why it will increase? मनी मल्टीप्लायर इसलिए इंक्रीज होगा क्योंकि लोग जितना पैसा बैंक में जमा कराएंगे, बैंक उसी पैसे को आगे लोन में देगा, उससे मनी मल्टीप्लायर और इंक्रीज होगा. तो जितना हमारी इकोनॉमी में फाइनेंशियल इंक्लूजन इंक्रीज होगा उतना ही मनी मल्टीप्लायर इंक्रीज होगा क्योंकि उसी पैसे को लोन में आगे चलाएंगे, फिर उससे बैंकिंग हैबिट इंक्रीज होगी. बिल्कुल सही का गरिमा आपने, ठीक है. तो दोस्तों, ये हमारा आज का सेशन था. दिस इज आवर टुडेज सेशन. आई होप यू ऑल लाइक्ड इट. टुमारो वी विल डिस्कस समथिंग ऑफ नीर रीर and some more topics, and tomorrow will be the last class before prelims. Tomorrow is the last class before prelims regarding to topics. 24th we don't have class. 25th is the prelims exam. Then from 27th we will start with mains related program, answer writing or topic based, whatever. Thank you so much Megha for that appreciation. Okay, बिल्कुल सही था शैलेश, आपका सही था. और मेरी आप सबसे ये रिक्वेस्ट है कि प्लीज़ आप लोग कमेंट सेक्शन में ज़रूर बताया करिए कि आपको क्लासेस कैसे लग रही हैं. आप इसको शेयर भी कर सकते हैं. एंड यू ऑल्सो कैन ज्वाइन दिस चैनल, सब्सक्राइब दिस चैनल, लाइक दिस वीडियो, कॉमेंट दिस वीडियो ऑल्सो, एंड शेयर इट विथ योर फ्रेंड्स. सो आई होप गाइज यू ऑल हैड एंजॉयड दिस. सो टुमारो विल बी द लास्ट क्लास. अरे कोई डरने की ज़रूरत ही नहीं है यार, प्रीलिम्स अच्छे से दो, सब कुछ अच्छा ही होगा. आपने इतनी पढ़ाई करी है तो सब कुछ अच्छा होगा. नो नीड टू वरी, नो नीड टू टेक टेंशन. ओके, सो दिस इज फ्रॉम माय साइड. थैंक यू सो मच. गॉड ब्लेस यू ऑल. टेक केयर एंड डू वर्क हार्ड. एवरीथिंग विल बी फाइन एट योर एंड. सब कुछ अच्छा ही होगा आपके एंड पे. डोंट टेक लोड दैट मच. डोंट टेक दैट मच ऑफ लोड. और कोई और चीज जो आपको पूछनी है, कोई और सवाल जो आपको पूछना है, हाँ तो मत करिए, अब मत करिए, कोई जरूरत नहीं है. अब आप रेस्ट करिए बस. अब आप रेस्ट करिए. ये जो लास्ट के 1-2 दिन होते हैं ना, इसमें सिर्फ रेस्ट करना होता है. रेस्ट करिए, प्रॉपर नींद लीजिए. जितना पढ़ा जाए उतना पढ़िए. हर चीज नहीं पढ़ी जाती. प्रीलिम्स से 1-2 दिन पहले गरिमा, ये बहुत नॉर्मल है, ये सबके साथ होता है, हमारे साथ भी होता था. प्रीलिम्स से 1-2 दिन पहले पढ़ाई नहीं हो पाती प्रीलिम से 1-2 दिन पहले अजीब सा होने लग जाता है। ये सबके साथ होता है, आप नए नहीं हो, हमारे साथ भी होता था, हमारे से पहले जो लोग थे उनके साथ भी होता था। अभी सिर्फ रिलैक्स करिए, नींद लीजिए, अगर नींद अच्छे से आ रही है तो घर परिवार के साथ बैठिए, थोड़ा सा घूम घूम लीजिए शाम के टाइम पे, रात के टाइम पे। बस अपनी हेल्थ का ध्यान रखना है, गर्मी में बाहर नहीं निकलना, बाहर का खाना पीना कम खाना है या नहीं खाना, और ट्राई करिए जितना हो सके फैमिली के साथ टाइम स्पेंड करिए, और थोड़ा सा भरोसा रखिए अपनी तैयारी पे, एवरीथिंग विल गो फाइन। थैंक यू सो मच गाइस, टेक केयर, बाय बाय।